Thank you. Let's get started. It's 3:15. I'd like to call the general meeting of the South Florida Tuskegee Alumni Club to order on June 1st, 2024. My goodness, that's a long time. Let's have the opening prayer, and I'll read the opening prayer. Almighty and ever-living God, source of all wisdom and understanding, be present with us who take counsel for the renewal and mission of our mother Tuskegee. Teach us in all things to seek first your honor and glory. Guide us to perceive what is right and grant us both the courage to pursue it and the grace to accomplishment through your name. Amen.
Amen.
Hello.
Gregory Happy.
Oh, he's real happy.
Why you happy? You going somewhere?
He's happy. That new president.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
item number 7 is dedicated to him. Next item on the agenda, adoption of the agenda. Take a look at the agenda if you'd like to add anything. There's a portion for members' comments. If you'd like to do that. If you like the agenda, you can just make a motion and say,
So moved.
can I get a approved and second, all in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Good. Now, member introductions. Starting to my left with the Secretary, Financial Secretary, Ms. Cheryl B. Daniels. Could you please introduce yourself, the year of class that you were at Tuskegee, your current occupation in city of residence or resilience? Residence.
Cheryl Bullard Daniels, class of 71, retired, and living in Miami.
Oscar Brainerd, President, South Florida Tuskegee Alumni Club, class of 1975, currently retired, and I reside right around the corner here in Miami Gardens. Yes.
Margaret Monter, class of 77. I reside in the beautiful city of Miami, Liberty City.
Valerie Montgomery, retired, class of 1980, round the corner, Miami Gardens.
Jaleesa McCathin, class of 2010. I reside here in Miami, but I'm originally from Los Angeles, but I've been here 6 years. And my occupation, I'm a health coordinator for all of Miami-Dade County.
What else?
Oh, and then I also have a private dining company. Me and my husband, we offer private chef services. So if you ever want to wine and dine someone, or get a yacht, or do meal prep or anything, we can pretty much give you all the best services in Miami. If you guys want to follow us on social media, it's called McCathin's Kitchen. We're also on Facebook, and then we're also on Instagram.
Do you do travel, aren't you a travel agent as well?
No, but I can be.
Oh.
I know that's right.
I thought you was a travel agent too. No,
Say your
no.
last name?
McCathin, McCathen.
And what year is that?
2010.
Oh, okay.
McCathen.
Okay.
Jaleesa, 1 E, 2 S's.
Okay.
Of course.
And you on Facebook?
Jalessa?
Okay.
Jalessa? And I've been mispronouncing it?
No, you haven't.
Okay,
Hello, I'm Andrea Bailey Dowling, class of 1985. I'm originally from Miami, Liberty City, and I live in Cool Springs, Florida. Currently, public health nutrition consultant, almost there to retire.
Join the club.
from Miami to Coral Springs. Ooh, Lord. Okay, Mr. Happy?
Hi, my name is Mr. Happy, better known as Gregory Gay, second generation Tuskegee alum, class of 1986 and a half, March 87. Majored in architecture, did city planning for the city of Miami for 26 and a half years,
happy.
You broke, but you're happy.
Just think of all the money that they will give you when they graduate.
Yeah, right.
Speaking
Hello.
of,
Bad about that.
speaking of children in college,
Yes, hello, I'm Kia McCrary, class of 97 and '01. And I currently live in Boca Raton, Florida, and am a veterinarian in West Palm Beach.
You got any children?
Yes,
Wait.
all in my pocket, so, Eric and I have 2 children. Our son will be a senior at Bethune-Cookman, and our daughter will be a sophomore at Clark Atlanta.
Oh, yeah, y'all cold.
Yes.
Rounding out the other side of the poorhouse. I'm Eric McCrary, class of '96, an attorney. We've been in Boca like 10 years now. And I'm originally from Phoenix City, Alabama. For all you tea and bread. Phoenix City, Columbus.
That's where my dad is from.
Well, I heard, no, I said where I got it from. You said I'm originally from. I just want to originally connect you all that as well. I was gonna skip on that. I know, but no, I'm just following.
back up, order in the court.
Right.
Where are you originally
I'm
from?
originally from Baltimore, Maryland.
Thank you.
That's
Okay.
right.
We wanted to get that out the way.
That's right.
Okay, you with that crimson jacket, keep going.
Well, and speaking of which, me, so this is board of directors and all that stuff, so we got sworn in.
Congratulations.
So I appreciate that. But that's it. Other than that,
That's the turn.
that's it. Yeah. Moving right on.
I'm Pat Brainan, live around the corner too, here in Miami Gardens. Also retired. And yes, there's life after you get them kids out of college. Woo-hoo! I thought I had gotten a raise.
Yes.
You will be amazed when you see your check and don't have to send it to nobody.
Yes.
Amen, amen.
Yeah.
Class.
Oh, class of 75.
75.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hello everyone, my name is Brianna Oguntayo. I'm originally from Cleveland, Ohio. This is my first meeting. Jalessa invited me.
Yeah. I actually invited a lot of our class, and I don't know where they're at. And they just text me like, "What y'all doing?" I said, "At the meeting."
Well, I showed up.
There you go.
I graduated 2013. I live in Miramar with this one and my husband. I work at Stryker. I'm an engineer out in Weston, and I've been in Miami since 2017.
Oh, well, welcome.
Welcome. Papa Matt?
How y'all doing? My name is Leon McCadden. Originally from Washington, D.C. Class of 2011, but technically, like Mr. Happy said, it's really 2010 and a half.
Hold to it.
I'm purchasing, I'm just starting a new endeavor, my professional career, purchasing manager with Sodexo Live Food and Beverage Company with the Miami Beach Convention Center, and also have the Cather's Kitchen private dining services.
Great.
Place of living?
North Miami.
Okay.
Come on, Miss Tuskegee, don't be sitting back there.
That's right.
That's right. Don't forget that.
So, Natalie Penner is Miss Tuskegee, 1996, 1997. Every time I say it, I got to say
From born and raised in Miami, actually, and went to Tuskegee 93 to 97, so graduated 97.
Yes.
Eric.
Yes.
Key and I, we got our little stuff that we get.
Little something.
We were hanging out for sure. Hanging out, then I met this guy at Soul Inn for those.
Soul Inn.
So now I am a director over talent, culture, and training with McClatchy that owns different newspapers, including the Miami Herald. It really was the job I technically had while I was at Tuskegee. It was a different company, but the same job, internship started me on my career. And so I've been doing that forever now. Yes. Yeah. Through a program called Inroads for those who out of high school.
My
You
kids
get an
were-
internship and then you get a guarantee of a job, so it worked out for me.
Well, I'm Eric Hyman, born and raised in Tuskegee. I think I trump everybody in here. I married this beautiful woman in 2000. 2000 something.
1999.
Oh my God.
You gotta be careful with dates. You ever throw dates out there?
Never throw dates.
Just say Mary.
A lot of my memories, I don't remember much. I'm a chef. I love cooking. We got 3 amazing boys.
Forgot about them.
Yeah, one just recently retired from the military. Jaden is about to be a junior at Tennessee State, and Jordan's about to be a sophomore at St. Thomas University.
2 in college.
Yes.
Oh, Lordy, the
remember
whole house
those
is
days.
knocking on the door.
It's temporary.
That's
boy,
for
it's
real,
temporary.
Paul.
Temporary.
Okay,
Ready to go?
um,
Trying to get one out.
Probably new phone.
For me,
yes, you can,
Who you
you
with?
know,
Tuskegee, 77 and 79. A member of the greatest fraternity ever was.
he's not a Catholic.
Omega Psi
Next.
Phi. Spring of 1978. I am, as someone said, I am an Episcopal priest of 30-some years here at St. Kevin's in Opelika. Been all over the country. But the greatest thing I've ever done was help produce 2. They're grown folk now, 36 and 30. And we divorced, but their mother also is a 77 Tuskegee grad. She fled JK, Pat, I'm sorry.
You forgot your name.
Oh, Simeon.
What high school you went to?
Jackson.
Jackson.
No, I didn't go to Jackson. I went to the
The White House.
Michael Jackson.
Oh, Lord.
Class of 73.
You the normal spot.
Victor.
You the
That's right. I'm Victor very well.
That class too.
Oh, you in the?
Okay, now that we finish item number 4, and everybody has introduced himself, thank
We
you.
Duke them too?
Yeah.
It's a Brainon everywhere, so you don't have to like drop a Brainon in the mix. It's a Brainon everywhere. We prolific.
And he's a Mega Man too. You got quiet on me, man?
No, man, I'm deciding whether I want to tell the story of the branch of the family that went Omega and the other branch that
Oscar
went
James,
Kappa.
10.
No, you not, because I got to listen to all this again when I take the minutes.
But the grand bosses of Omega Psi Phi, peace be upon his soul, Dr. Ed Greener.
May he rest in peace.
Peace, yes.
Okay, minutes of May meeting. Oh, yeah, okay.
I thought you said.
Val Montgomery, the
Yes, sir.
minutes are, by the way, if you'd like a copy of the full package of minutes and all reports, we have it, I can send it to you online, and it'll be on your phone in a second while she's reading the minutes. I'll send it to Ms. Piner, to Lessa. Yes, everything. Okay? All right, while you're doing that, I'll do that. Can you read them? Would you like a big copy?
Yes, please give me a hard copy while I wait for this thing. Thank you, sir.
You'll notice a few changes, but nothing.
That's fine. Okay, these are the minutes of the May 4th meeting that occurred at Peggy Adams Animal Rescue League. did the introduction. We had the treasurer's report, the account, the checking account, $1,891.06. Scholarship account, $3,342.08. Book endowment, $8,091.33, for a total in all of accounts of $13,324.47. The treasurer reports was distributed and unanimously approved with the addendum to include all transactions year-to-date in the monthly reports. I think that was requested by one of our members. President's report, the Tuskegee Band visited South Florida and conducted a recruiting presentation at Palm Beach High School and participated in a battle of the band. We were revisited by selected coaches from Tuskegee who returned to review South Florida's high school spring football practice. They visited at least 12 schools and were here to meet with high school coaches. Once again, Glades Lives Matter. The South Florida Tuskegee Alumni Club president reached out to the dean of the School of Agriculture and Environment and Natural Sciences. Their staff is scheduled to visit Palm Beach County regarding the sugar industry and participating in that study. The Southeast Regional Report was given by Carol Lawrence. The Southeast region was concerned regarding the club's lack of uniformity when submitting data to the region. A template will be created to address this issue. Tuskegee Student Emergency Fund. It has been suggested that a vetting process be put in place before any money is given to students who state they have an emergency. Complaints have been made regarding meals served on campus. The administration has addressed the issue by allowing Chick-fil-A and as well as Fuddruckers on campus and revamping the meal plan to accommodate the students. Big box retail stores. Concerns regarding the lack of support for Tuskegee University by these stores that are frequented by Tuskegee students. Conversations are being held to address this issue. Then we had a consideration of old business, our fundraising proposal. We had 3 proposals: the gold playing cards, the day trip to Bimini, and the day party. If we're going to participate with the gold playing cards, we need at least 10 participants, and those interested were supposed to contact Oscar. The day trip to Bimini is a ferry out of Port Everglades from 6 a.m. to 9 p.m. And the day party is an outdoor venue from 1 p.m. to 6 p.m. And Oscar suggested that we have that activity after homecoming, but before Thanksgiving due to the weather. Student Stipend Awards. 16 students applied for the scholarship for the stipends and 4 were selected. The HBCU picnic. Tuskegee will be one of the hosts of the picnic, and with that $800 comes, when they're printing up any merchandise, our names will be included. The event will be held July 13, 2024, once again at Florida Memorial University. This year's focus by the HBCU Planning Committee is to raise funds for scholarship. To that thought, each attendee is asked to register and donate at least $10 via Eventbrite. The Tuskegee HBCU Picnic Committee is pushing to reach out to all alumni members. So this is a sidebar, if you have the names and numbers of anyone who has never been to a meeting and you're trying to, thank you, sweetie, and you're trying to get them to be involved, if you would give me that information, I will hack them to death. So, I'm sorry, everybody. Sylvester Robinson once again expressed concern with the term picnic. He has an issue with that. The South Florida Tuskegee Alumni Club Picnic Committee is working on the cost of the meals for members. The meeting was adjourned at 1 p.m. The minutes were submitted by Valerie Montgomery and approved by Oscar J. Brayman.
Any, questions regarding the minutes, unreadiness? If not, I'll take a motion to accept.
Move for a second.
Do I hear a second?
Second.
You can't second.
Yes, I can. I don't wanna move it along. They take it too long.
It's been properly moved and seconded by Mr. Piner. Are you ready for the question? All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed?
I'm so sorry.
I guess a phone opposed, but we have a majority that favor it, so that moves on. Let's go to the treasurer's report, Margaret Moncur and Cheryl B. Daniels. Margaret.
Okay, the treasurer's report, starting with May 1st, opening balance for the checking account was $1,891.06. Total receipts collected, $3,960. And this included a transfer of $2,000 from the scholarship account to replace the money spent from the checking account. Then our disbursements came to a total of $1,444.76. The ending balance May 30th checking account was $4,406.30. Opening balance for the scholarship account was $3,341.80. I haven't reported the interest, I didn't see it on the account yet. And we made a transfer from the checking account to the scholarship account for the balance that we, had donated from the women's tennis dinner donation. So that was a deposit of $953.26. Okay, so the ending balance as of May 30th, $2,295.06. There was no receipts for the book endowment fund, so the balance there is $8,091.33. Total in all accounts, $14,792.69. And from now on, beginning with the next, when we have our first meeting for the new year, I will attach the month-to-month business as it occurs, so we have a year-to-date total from now on.
Okay,
And that includes, the treasurer's report.
let me just annotate real quick before we accept. We, received over $1,300 for the women's tennis dinner, which was fantastic. That's more than we've received for the men's basketball last year. So congratulations to the women, especially all the women that donated. Kind of noticed where a lot of women donate this time. So that's great, that's fantastic. Yeah, $1,400, over $1,400. And I think when the men's basketball, their bill was $900-something. And I think we collected just about the exact amount to cover it. This time, with 11 people, the bill was only $474.
You need to go back to wherever that is.
Well, I think also, the women, the young ladies did not eat like the men, okay? Like, first of all, they said, they came up with the idea, let's just order 5 or 6 appetizers for the whole table, so we could share, okay? And then when they ate, they all ordered a simple entree. And most of them did not order a beverage, they just had water. Now, with the young men, each of them had an appetizer or 2, plus an entree, and 2 or 3 drinks. No alcohol, but still 2 or 3 Cokes, juice, whatever. So their bill was less than $40 a person, was maybe $40 a person. With the guys, it was probably about 60. We would feed a few more people, but still their bill per person was much higher. But remember, they're tennis players, these are basketball players. So, different mentality. But they were a lot of fun. I went to dinner with them. Some of the members came out. Cheryl came out with her sister Bonita. Veronica Wade also joined us. And the tournament was Friday morning, so it's kind of awkward. I was there for the tournament at Barry, and they were playing Barry. And Barry was the #1 rated Division II tennis team in the country. They beat us 4-0, and I've never seen a college tennis. It's very different than what we see on TV in terms of how they score and etc. So that's pretty complicated, but it was great to see them out there. After they got through with their match, they all got around together and they all went to South Beach. And they got a chance to enjoy, which the men never do. It seems like they don't go to the beach. When the baseball team came in town, they go to practice, they go eat, they go to the game, come back to the hotel. The coaches would never let them get out and enjoy coming to South Florida. So I really appreciated the coach for the women's tennis team saying, let's go have some fun. So that's it. That was a great experience, not just for them, but for me too, to see them. The other thing is that the excess money that we got from that, $953, we put into the scholarship account because it's for students. We also, if you weren't at the last meeting, we used $2,000 from the scholarship account to provide $500 stipends, 4 $500 stipends for students just as they were about to start their final exams, so that they could have that money to prepare themselves to end the semester, to move out, pay bills, come home. And so we used the Florida Club to pass the word out, and the Florida Club put the word out. We had 16 students who applied, and I created a jot form with the committee, who's Veronica Wade and Frederick Tony. First time I'd done a jot form, we were able to just send the application form through the phone. They filled out everything on the phone, attached an unofficial transcript, and then the committee was able to evaluate the 16. They picked 4 students. One was a graduating senior, I think in biology. One was a Navy ROTC candidate, midshipman as they refer to him. One was a track athlete that finished from Northwestern, a freshman. And the other was, I think they were pre-med also. 3 young ladies and 1 guy. So women, once again, took the cake. We're learning that, aren't we?
Slowly but surely.
After 70 years. So we transferred the $2,000 that we sent to them. All of them wanted it via Cash App. So we do have a Cash App account. We sent them the money via Cash App. The young man had to be reminded, do you want your money? Yes. Okay, when I sent the notice out on Sunday afternoon, about 6 o'clock Sunday, all 3 women had their money. They responded, yeah, send me my money, this is how to send it. On the young man, I started not to. But I said, well, maybe he's having finals problems and he's overwhelmed and he don't need $500.
Say what?
So I waited for Monday, I waited for Tuesday, and I think Wednesday, we finally heard back, and he said, send it here. So we sent him the money. That money was originally that we sent because our Cash App is attached to our operating and general checking. We had to transfer from the scholarship to cover that. But that was $2,000 from the scholarship, but we put $900 back. As you see, we're still at, what, $2,200? And we really need to get $5,000 by September 1st to get to the students. And we'll talk about a fundraising event later on in the meeting. I just want to let you know how those 2 transfers occurred And it all came down to Tuskegee students, which is really why we're here. Because we gotta support our students, because there's universities that are, HBCUs that are in danger of closing. I don't know if you all know about St. Augustine's, they're on the verge of closing. And the Omega guy, I can't remember his name, could tell us about a HBCU that closed right under his nose. What school was that?
St. Paul's in Lawrenceville, Virginia.
St. Paul. So HBCUs need the support of their alumni, definitely. All right, Ms. Daniels has a report. Report shows all the financial transactions that we've received this year, since January 1st. By the way, I'm having trouble sending the agenda to Androids. If you've got an iPhone, but Androids are not taking a PDF from me.
Did you try WhatsApp?
Huh?
You tried WhatsApp on
No,
the?
I couldn't figure that out.
Send
I'm
it to me.
70 years old.
Ask your grandkids.
But they're not here. You wanna, can you do it for me? And if,
Did you email it?
no,
Oh, yes, sir.
I was just sending it.
I got it.
Okay, yeah. Pat Taylor, LaShare, who else has got that Android?
Oh, so you really always call me out?
Oh, you wrong. You know what?
I'm proud.
No, I'm just telling my wife who to send it to. I'm not trying to call you out, unless you're paranoid that you got an Android.
And send it to me too.
Right, I know that's right, cause them doggone Apple people have more problems than.
Exactly.
No.
Exactly.
We just will update. They'll fix it. End of the day, they'll fix it.
Do you have WhatsApp on your phone?
Yes, it's in my social media group.
Oh, okay.
You see it?
I'll find it, go ahead.
Okay, Cheryl,
This report that I'm giving you are, everything that was paid from January 1st, January 24 to, current date. And it will show how much was paid, what you paid it towards, an event, the events that you paid towards. And I guess the only thing I can really tell you here is that, so far, we have 14 people who have paid their dues for 2024. 2 people paid towards scholarship. 13 paid, and this is just, I don't have those who paid check or cash. This is those who paid through PayPal and Cash App. Okay, 13 for the coach's visit. We have 16 people to pay towards the women's tennis dinner. And we had 1 person to pay towards Minnie's scholarship.
most of the mini scholarship payments were in 23.
23, yes.
We will get, because I know Pat Taylor pays by check, we
Yeah.
will put that on there as well.
Yeah.
When I say payee, someone pays on your behalf.
Right.
Like, for instance, Greg, I think, made a payment on behalf of his mother. You see payee, it says GG. And then I think Bonnie paid for Bernard.
I made them separate,
Okay,
but no.
okay. Also, I do have an announcement. We do have Zelle on our account now. So I will send out a notice that, we got Zelle. I paid my dues this week, via Zelle, and I paid, for the tennis via Zelle. I had problems with the tennis, I got it straightened out with the bank, and I came back and tried it again this past week, it seems to be working. We used TD Bank, and it's listed as South Florida Tuskegee Alumni Club. Okay?
Does the PayPal work? The PayPal works,
Yeah,
right?
the PayPal is still working.
I'm about to do
It's
PayPal.
Now, PayPal charges us 3%. They're the only one that charges. So,
So by you saying that to me, do I need to add, do I need to pay that on my side?
Yeah.
yes, like if you paying dues, that now covers, we've basically covered that by making dues 105.
Okay, so extra, all right, extra.
So
I'll do 210.
It's an administrative
Yes.
fee.
So we do 210, we're straight.
Yes.
Okay, do 210.
All right.
Let me get back to zero with everybody. 210.
All right,
On those side eyes looking, let me just pay 210 right there. Let's do
all
this.
right.
Okay.
Now, Zelle is South Florida, you using the initials?
No, it's written out. South, that the account is under the name South Florida Tuskegee Alumni. Oh, okay. Android.
We can email, don't talk
Android.
about it like that. That's right. Email it. Oh, you give me a
Okay. Any questions on the financial report and the payment report? We now have 16 members that have paid their dues. So we're entering the 6th month of the year. We need to step up our pace of dues paying. Like to get back to 60.
2024?
Yeah, 2024.
I think I paid.
Any other questions on the treasury or the membership report? If there are no questions, I'll take a motion to accept the reports. If there are no questions, I'll take a motion to accept the 2 reports.
Oh, I'll make the motion.
I'll second.
Thank you. Whew. Well, indeed. All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? See, that was unanimous. I was afraid. All right, President's report, as you, I hope that you found out, the Tuskegee has selected its 10th president, this past week, and he's the first president that is an alumnus. Dr. Mark Brown. That's,
Class 86.
what else? Go ahead. Go ahead. Anything else?
Member of the band, tuba funk.
Tuba, yes, we heard that from Tony. Tony gave us a whole story of how he met him. Anything else?
He's a member of that world famous illustrious fraternal organization, First Collegiate Alpha Phi Alpha. Was made in 1982, 83. I made it.
You did?
I made it.
Get out of here.
Yes, sir.
That's what's up.
That's
So, as you see, we've got the Tuba and that other organization, connection with the president, okay? But of course, you know,
Got a purple tie on too. Let us not gloss over that.
yes, okay. all
That
right.
was a general corporate move.
Right, that was a general corporate move.
But you know, every alumnus has a connection to him. Everybody. So the brother gonna get mails, emails, requests.
Oh, he got text messages left and right.
I know. But anyway, there's a little bio on the announcement. If you got the package, if you've got the iPhone. It's also from the Tuskegee website that I just copied it and put it as part of the agenda package. I already talked about the Student Stipends Award, and unfortunately, I have to announce that we lost a member this past week, last weekend, is that correct?
2 weeks ago.
2 weeks. Warretta Jones. Warretta was a part-time resident of South Florida, but a paying member to our club. She would winter here and I think go back to New York in the summer, is that correct, New York? And she was classmates and close friends with Greg's mother, Eddie. In fact, she and Eddie,
They were
roommates, they came to the meeting at the Peggy Adams Animal Rescue League last month. The fourth, she was at the meeting. So I don't know how she passed. I haven't received any an obituary or announcement. When I do though, I will pass it out to the members. So, you never know. That's really all on the president's report. The regional report, our representative is out helping her niece get well. But I will remind you that July 28th through the 25th through the 28th is the National Convention for the Alumni Association. And it's going to be in, what's that city? Montgomery, Alabama. Does anybody plan on going? Let's not all go at once. If we need, so many of y'all wanna go, we need to get a bus. Yeah, how about all y'all from Alabama? Okay, how about?
Eric and Natalie. And Eric, that's right.
Okay, I go back to,
Hey, thank you, exactly. And Tuskegee,
Again,
prior engagement.
Prior engagement.
Besides Trump, you all.
That's right there. That's like a double homecoming.
all right, I'll confess that 2 generations ago, my family lived in Union Springs and Fort Davis.
Okay.
So, you know, I have those Alabama, cotton field, roots, cows, chickens, mules, farmers. Okay, so since everybody wants to go, I'll move on. Old business, HBCU picnic. Picnic is July 13th, starts at 2 o'clock, ends at 7. Anybody here from the picnic committee would like to add anything? The chair is not available. Okay, I will update you that the picnic committee has chosen McCathins. I'm just terrible with your name, huh? Delasa McKeithen.
Yes.
We've chosen a Tuskegee alum to cater our picnic.
Good.
The food's very delicious and
Very
tasteful.
good, very good.
They also will, what were the items that we picked? Can you remember? I hope you do.
Yeah, we selected chicken. It'll be on the grill. Barbecue chicken. We'll put the sauce on the side because not everybody likes their meat super saucy, you know. And then we have grilled corn. That'll be on the grill as well. People have requested it be in the husk, so we're gonna.
Really?
Yes, yes.
We're gonna do our best. Yeah, we're gonna.
I remember, that's right, Piner did talk about
We're
that.
gonna do our best to find it in the masses.
Okay.
We also have put in they put in a request for baked beans. We're gonna put ground turkey in them, only because a lot of people don't consume pork, or beef. So that's the best option.
It's very good.
Then we could, and then.
And I'm a beef pork person, and it
Yeah.
was good with
I
turkey.
couldn't tell the difference.
Yeah,
She'll
it was,
tell me it's turkey.
So then we also have, we have a few vegans, so we will make a small portion without any chicken. Without any turkey in there. And then what else? We decided on potato salad. Potato salad was a hit. It went in 5.3 seconds. And then we have like a Mediterranean salad, cause the other option was macaroni salad, but we just kinda thought about what was left over the past years, and macaroni salad, potato salad, those things are consumed less by everybody, so we just decided on the Mediterranean salad, and it's like bow tie noodles, olive oil, cucumbers, tomatoes, onions, and shredded carrots. Cause we know a lot of people want to be on the healthier side. We don't wanna consume anything too heavy, considering that it is midday, so most of us would have already had breakfast. And then, that would carry us over into dinner.
And it's hot.
And it's very hot. Yeah, it's hot, yeah. It's hot. So yeah, based on the amount of people, we're planning what, for 70, 75? Yeah,
Mhm.
so 75 people.
That's what's up.
And we
Okay.
made it as most cost effective as possible.
All right. I haven't, gotten any other information. She will be calling the committee, Carol, the chair, will be calling the committee together probably the end of this week or beginning of next week when she gets back in town. Looks like it's going to be $30 per person. You also have to pay $10 to get in, but to eat, it's 30 additional. Okay? I'm trying to work with the committee chair to see if we can give those who pay their dues a break off of that 30. Maybe if we cut it in half or something like that, but we would like to get people who pay their dues, get something out of this. It's not just the same as those who don't pay their dues. I'm working with the committee on that.
The $10 is to go to the picnic, you're talking about to the people.
Yes,
And then
For
$30 is
scholarship.
your.
yes, the clubs.
Right.
We will send out a notice. The first notice that we're going to send out this week is going to be for the, South Florida HBCU Picnic Committee, their $10 Eventbrite, payment. And that's for any and everybody. That will be for, I think it's over 12.
I think so, I
I
can't
think it's
remember
over
that.
$10 over 12, and this goes toward a scholarship that they are setting up, and it's going to be a 4-year scholarship of $1,000 every year. So once you get it, as long as I think you keep your grades up and you're enrolled in a HBCU, you get it, which is, really good that you get 4 years that you know, I got that coming in, even though it's $1,000, to know that you got it coming in is a good start. And by the way, if you don't know, Tuskegee's tuition is $37,000 a year.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, $537.50.
Including book and room and board.
No, that just tuition.
Oh,
I don't know what you was paying.
my.
I had to pay more than that. But maybe you knew somebody. Okay, so, that $10, like I said, goes to the people who are sponsoring the picnic. If there is anybody who would like to help them decide how that $1,000 a year goes to students, let me know, and I'll get you on their committee to help evaluate students' submissions. Okay?
Are they gonna have a set number to get it, or are they gonna try to give one to
I don't know.
each group, or?
I don't know. You wanna be on that committee? I'll submit your name. If you got questions, that's how you get the answers.
You be right there.
Then you can let us all know. Okay? You'll be getting information on the regular, she left.
Who?
The lady who sells everything out of car.
Back.
Coconut wine, lychee nuts, coconut water, conch, raw conch, what else she sell out the car? Tell her I talked about her, okay? All right, now, the next item of old business is a fundraising proposal. We've been talking about raising some funds lately. And Angela Clark, who's not here and hasn't answered my call in 2 days, had done some legwork on, is it in the package? Yeah, about going to Bimini. It's a day trip to Bimini. We go out of Port Everglades. The ship departs at 9, gets to Bimini at 11, get back on the ship at 7 and come back at 9. So basically it's a 12-hour day in Bimini. I'm also talking with I call her the ambassador, She is a Bahamian citizen or resident, and she still does business over there. She helped us decorate the ballroom for the Junkanoo. Right, okay. So what she's working on is coupons and discounts while we're in Bimini. Golf cart,
Yes.
restaurant, liquor store, hotel, and there may be an option to stay overnight if you like, as well as run a cabana at the hotel. So she's working on that package for me. The proposed date that Angela checked on was August 3rd. The reason she said August 3rd, well, I said August, because we've got to have this money before these kids go off to school at the end of August, at the latest Labor Day. And we've only got 2,000 right now in the bank. So basically the pay structure is this. It's $200 a person that goes to the ship company, and we would charge $250. That's $50 profit per person. That means we've got to get 100 people on the ship. That means that 20 people need to sell 4 tickets each plus their own. That's a lot. $250 is a lot. However, I just paid $150 to go to Parrot Jungle, and I had to get dressed up. I ain't got to get dressed up to go to Bimini. And at my age, getting dressed up is a hassle. Got to put on a tie, a jacket, an undershirt. Got to put on dress shoes and socks, long pants. And I had to pay $150 to do all of that.
And that's just you.
I know.
You had to take somebody with you, and they did way more than that.
Oh, look who's back.
Y'all been going a long time.
Uh-huh. So this is $250. Now the other choice is everybody can just donate $200 to the scholarship fund.
Okay, that's the other one.
They party at your house?
Down there. Fundraising, yeah, Bimini.
200 party at your house? Don't forget that part. Forget that, very important.
200 party at my house. That is all very important.
That may sway things now. 200, I can party down there, have a good time, and slide on back. That might be working. Skip the boat, skip all that. Just, you know, be flexible with the date. We can that way, so that August 3rd date, maybe we can slide it. And so, yeah, that's something to consider. Bimini is always there. Yeah, I mean, we can go back to that.
Yeah, cause I'll be in Birmingham.
Right, that August 3rd day is bad, but we have family in Birmingham.
August 10th?
August. No.
Any thoughts on Bimini for $250? Natalie? Huh? What's your opinion, Natalie?
I like the fresh pineapples and the turtle option.
Oh, so you pay $20 to come to my house? $200 per person.
I understand.
$200 per person, so that's $400.
I understand.
Yeah, we
Huh?
did Bimini before.
Yeah.
Okay. Sally?
Yes, I like 200 at your house.
You asking the wrong people.
Let's not forget
Andrea?
the special cabinet.
Will it be boiled fish and grits? Will it be boiled fish and grits?
Y'all know how much group of costs
Well, you can substitute the fish, nobody ever knows.
Order, please, order. Andrea?
I wanted to ask, have we thought about having, an event that can be an annual event? Like maybe like a jazz brunch or something like that we can sell tickets and invite people, and then that could become an annual event? I'm just saying, for fundraising.
Yeah, well, we've had a couple discussions here, and we have, I think, a Zoom where we talked about fundraising options. and we had, there seemed to not be nobody wanted to do anything that meant you had to dress up and go out at night.
What about daytime?
Oh,
The
there was
day
a-
party.
there was a feeling of, in the winter months, having a day party at something like the Urban, which is in downtown Miami, where you have a day party and it's a little more casual and it's afternoon into the evening. There was a discussion of that, and that came out very popular. The only issue was, we really don't wanna do it in the summer, that it was felt like a good time would be, November after homecoming, sometime after homecoming, before the start of Christmas season. You know, I guess that'll be the latter part of November, first part of December. And if we wanna do that, I will tell you, December, the Urban is going to be booked. They're probably gonna be booked by Labor Day for December. So that's something we wanna do, that's something we're gonna have to decide in the next.
They already have something for Art Basel.
Yeah, Art
I can
Basel.
tell you that.
That's right.
Oh, yeah,
That's
already
right.
sold.
And they
That's
will
already
roll
done.
out to
Yeah,
December.
That's done already,
Yeah,
done.
you would roll it loud to December, they're.
So we would have to do something before Art Basel, because once Art Basel's
You
over,
have to do
you
something
and Christmas.
before homecoming, to be quite honest.
Yeah, they probably got Thanksgiving.
Well, if you do something before homecoming, then you are,
October.
Yeah.
then you're starting now, we're still starting to be, well, I mean, October, the end of October, it might be cool enough to do something, a day party. But I wouldn't wanna do a day party in September. But September's is, you saw what it was last week? That's what September's gonna be, it's gonna be 90 degrees in September. So we would have to do it in.
Well, just the point of clarification, when we say day party, the Urban doesn't open till about 6 anyway. So it's a day party, but it's still gonna be in the evening. It's not like it's gonna be 2 o'clock when
It
it's.
depends on who's doing it.
It's who's doing it,
Well,
because they've had
some, yeah, okay.
They had some at one, I think.
Yeah, we'd have to,
Okay.
you know, let's say we could probably look at starting something at 2 o'clock.
Oh, well, yeah, no, you do something.
And see, and you know, if you say start at 2 o'clock, and it's 88 degrees at 2,
Yeah.
most
yeah.
people still gonna show up at 4:30.
It's too hot, yeah, it's gonna be in the evening. I thought early night, but yeah, day party. Too hot.
What do you think about fundraising, Pat Taylor? Your thoughts?
I like the $200 at the Brain and
Ask people who haven't been.
For those that have never been to my house, it's very small wooden floors.
Shotgun.
It's a shotgun house, the floors bounce, and last time I went to put the wax on the floor, people came and all the wax came off when we were
Forgot, it's
dancing.
Tuskegee, we used to.
And that's the part that's outside in the back.
But, yeah, we've gotta get $5,000 before Labor Day. Actually, it's I think it's 3,800 we need.
Cause it's 22 in there now.
I'll have to figure out the $200.
It's almost
thing.
2,300.
We would have to have like a strong committee to help set it up, and a committee that will be there to clean it up. Because after 20 minutes, I'm tired.
Can I make a suggestion too, going back to something under old business about the picnic too, that we talked about last year, that we all saw and was like, we see our numbers here, but then at the picnic, it goes 4 or 5 times, like 200 people, everybody Tuskegee, just like, where are you all? So I would just suggest at the picnic, we have some type of laptop or something there to capture their information, email address, numbers, because there are a lot of people, for whatever reason, aren't plugging into us only until that event happens. And for whatever reason, they come up with all kinds of reasons, well, nobody contacted me, blah, blah. We have to somehow contact those people, lock them in, say, hey, I wanna make sure I have your phone number, text, whatever, because there's a lot of people that just fly in and fly out, wanna get the picture and the fame, and then they just bounce out. So it's a whole lot of money right there that we need to somehow lock in.
It's kind of like our homecoming, isn't
It's like homecoming. It's like they come out of the woodwork. Everybody Tuskegee, 250 people, and then our picnic is over.
Are you
You
able
don't
to
see it.
get the names and numbers from when we register at the picnic?
Eventbrite, yes, they send the information to the HBCU and they get it to Carol.
Oh, okay.
So that's how we knew last year that we had 100-something people that were Tuskegee alum, and then 200 plus all total. Yes, hold on, go
I was
ahead,
gonna say, what she was saying,
Cleveland.
if there's gonna be, a lot of people there, we can have a QR code, and we can say donate $10 to Tuskegee.
Yes.
When they come to the booth or something like that, even if everybody doesn't do it, you can at least get.
Right, even if you don't wanna join out with just something.
Something to contribute to the scholarship.
Right.
Yeah.
They would.
Or do a raffle. You can do stuff like people like that. I mean, $5 for a raffle. I'm just throwing stuff
Yeah,
out there. That's
something
what
that we need to take, we need to take advantage of the 100 people that show up for homecoming. I mean. I mean, well, it's the same situation.
It's the same situation.
I mean,
Numbers just.
you know, because you go to a Tuskegee football game and it's 30,000 people there, but then the week after homecoming, it's 3,000. You can sit anywhere you want to.
Right.
And so you've got to be able to capture that audience and extract something
Right.
for their time and pockets if they're there.
A raffle is a good thing. $5
Okay.
for a raffle. I mean, all that stuff is on the table. You
All right.
can do a raffle.
That's a good idea. The
Donation
QR
code,
code,
yeah.
with an amount like $10 or $20, everybody would do it. And there's our scholarship right there. Scholarship money.
And then we can go down to 200 and get slashed maybe 100. Got to help ourselves with it.
I like it.
Me too.
I love it. I love it.
Okay.
Get a big box and make it Tuskegee colors and pass it around and.
Right.
Yeah. Get all that little extra cash.
Somebody may have a TV or something to donate. I mean, I'm just saying raffle that.
Okay.
$10 kids.
I would sit down with Carol
It works.
and we would come up with either a raffle or a, quick donate at the picnic. Yeah, the QR code. And we will, after we finish the picnic, we will reevaluate our fundraising events based on time and how much we raise, at the picnic. So we've got 22 and we need 5,000
Yeah.
generally for scholarships.
27.
We need 27. So we need $2,800, $3,000. So we gotta get $3,000 at the picnic.
We need to make that a focal point. Somebody have a sign up. We need to make it into like an event, like a,
With the little
what is it, like a marathon,
Yeah.
telephone, not like that, but.
Telethon.
Telethon. We need to say, hey, this is what we need to raise for Tuskegee, and then, you know, the number.
Andrea, you remember when Jerry Lewis used to,
Yeah.
or Lou Rawls?
The Raws,
Yeah, okay.
all night.
All right,
Yeah, baby.
so,
Yeah. Right.
so the plan would be for the immediate to develop a fundraising mechanism at the picnic.
That's our biggest audience.
Raffle plus QR code.
Yes, at the picnic.
Okay, we can do both without,
You
Yes.
just put a cash app.
Yes, all that,
Yeah.
everything, yes,
Okay.
everything.
and then after we do that,
Reassess.
we'll reassess for the balance between September 1st.
Amen.
That's it.
If
At
we,
least 1,500, at least 15, at least.
I think we can get to
Push
2,000.
Yeah, we push, I say 2,000, yeah, we can close it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Especially with a low amount. One of the things I noticed at picnic, we had people who came from Fort Myers area that came, so that's how.
Fort Pierce
Fort
or
Pierce.
Fort Myers.
or-
Same
so
thing.
That's
And from
that's how
Myers.
we get-
Myers.
You had
From Atlanta. My cousin comes down every year.
Okay.
For the pictures?
I mean, but that's how
They
we
come
get
from
them.
Miami for that.
The QR
Okay.
code or the raffle.
Yes.
No, QR code and raffle.
It's all
I
money
mean,
right
need
there.
things to raffle, ask them that.
Yeah, that's right, we will need something to raffle, donations,
For that.
donations of
I remember what he.
items to raffle,
More money to buy things.
All 30.
you know, like Gregory could donate like a 48-inch TV.
There you go. Well, that's a raffle right there. There you go.
And you know, you're right, Leah. He's an alpha.
That's what I'm saying.
He's an alpha.
He knows the
They're
president.
first, so there you go. They go first.
You're the first year, okay, so you first.
And he made
First
the
of the
president.
donation, there you go. First of the donation.
So raffle a TV, because when I went to the $150 dinner, they raffle off 2 TVs and 2 air fryers. Man, the people that got them air fryers were so pissed.
That probably awesome.
They are, but next to a 70-inch TV.
So you got the 70.
We'll work on, we'll work on getting the sponsors for possibly the TVs and also soliciting from well-to-do members.
What about the bookstore being a sponsor? Just the bookstore.
Yeah, Jeanette.
It's smart.
Oh,
No, that's a thought.
Yeah, it is.
That's a thought.
It's on the campus.
What's that? E-folate?
No, it's some name that.
Yeah, no, folate,
Oh, okay, yeah.
folate.
Still work.
They run the bookstore, or at least that's their website location.
Yeah, they run.
All right, let me see. Wow. So raffle and QR donation. And QR donation.
Look better already. It's about to go down about $25.
Okay,
Better already.
so we're gonna put Bimini on hold,
Yeah.
okay? I'll contact the ambassador and let her know that it's on hold. I may try it anyway though.
Oh, we going.
I guess,
We going, because we got
I guess it
people
won't
that
be
wanna
that I will
go,
try
that I
it
was gonna
anyway.
have
I
to buy
am going.
tickets, so we gonna go.
All right, so fundraising proposal comes out, we will do a raffle and QR donations at the picnic, okay? So if you, know someone that could sponsor something that we can raffle, and, you know, TVs really are now moderately priced, but well valued, particularly in something for a raffle. Unless, you know, brother wants to donate his BMW for the raffle. Then it's $100 a ticket. You do have BMW, don't you? Okay, so that takes care of old business. Any, member comments for the good of the order? Come on, somebody has a suggestion, a thought? I know you would.
Well, speaking about the new president, and I don't know what you all said about the good things about him, but the most important thing about him is, of course, the money. And you all know who he used to work for before he started with Tuskegee, right?
Yeah, you work for Betty DeVos.
Yeah, well, prior to that.
Well, he did that, I'm not saying he did,
Prior to
but,
The federal government.
well, that too, but the most important one.
What foundation do you work for?
Who donated the money to the Morehouse people, who took care of all their,
They got Robert.
that's
yeah.
where he used to work. He was the president of his foundation,
Yeah.
yes.
Is that right?
Yeah.
So guess who now will be in line to get a very similar type of gift? Boom, Tuskegee. So if you really wanna know why they picked him, and you really wanna know why,
That makes sense.
directly to the money. He was his president of his foundation that gave all that money away.
So you know, what's the name of the president of the Ford Foundation? before you
Captain,
come?
you know something. Bring it on.
Robert need to spread some of that love too.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. See, now, he's gonna come to Tuskegee now, cause that's his man now. That was his president. So, yeah, follow the money.
Is there a trend, Hampton has a general, as the president. He's a gentleman.
He succeeded Harvey.
Right. Who was my sponsor when I was playing the
Yeah.
But that's another story. So I'm wondering, is this a trend in terms of?
Well, I mean, to some extent it is. It does concern me because being in the military, despite all that it's built up to be, managing in the military is easier than managing in the general population. Because everybody gonna do what you say in the military. So, you know, granted, there are people who don't, but most people do. A large 90% of the people who do. Whereas, let's say if I went out there and I worked for the county library system, you know, I'm gonna have people that's not gonna do what I ask them to do, and I gotta spend extra time motivating, disciplining, or send them to HR or whatever. You don't have that, you don't have those kind of issues in the military. So to me, managing in the military was a lot easier than managing out of the military. My first management job out of the military, I said, what's wrong with these ends?
Right.
So I'm concerned about that. But I also saw that, you know, he's had about 3 or 4 jobs since he's been out of the military. And one of them, or 2 of them were actually involved in education. And one directly with HBCUs. So I think in this case, he's acclimated himself to civilian management. And you know, he's got a lot of experience. I don't know why Hampton picked their general.
Alumnus too.
Oh, okay, well that probably plays a role as well. You know.
But that's something, you know.
And Alpha.
If you're looking at the conversations that different alumni are having in association with the schools that they're
They all
involved
want,
with, they all want someone that they are directly tied to.
yeah.
It makes sense. It makes sense.
In the past, we have not had that connection.
Correct.
Yeah. Even, what's his name? Brian Johnson was an HBCU graduate.
Yeah.
But he wasn't associated with the school. But anyway.
But the moral of the story is, we killed off Brian Johnson.
Yeah, we did.
And he has a fantastic job in California now.
Yeah, I know.
And let's not kill this man off.
I don't think he's gonna be as easy killed as Brian. I mean, he's a much more mature man, has probably seen a lot more and can deal with what comes at him. Cause you know, you don't make general in the military by being a shy person. You still, you know, they don't want you to be a general. They will fight you tooth and nail. I know a lot of black folks in the Navy that got stuck at captain, which is colonel in the Air Force or Army. But they don't want you to carry the flag, and if you make flag, then do something. You've got a lot of gumption, for lack of a better word. I don't think he's gonna be killed off. I will throw in, recall the 10 people that got indicted federally?
Oh, yeah.
I was looking at that timeline in Lily McNair. You know that happened during her tenure.
They did.
And I began to wonder, was there a relationship between her quick exit
Yes.
and that
Saw
investigation?
it coming.
Now, I know the board and Gilbert Rochon didn't get along. And I thought Gilbert was a good potential
Absolutely.
for being, you know, president. But I hope we got who we need now. And I hope we support him and give him a chance to succeed. And, you know, we've been asking for an alumni for at least 10 years. Since Peyton left, we've been asking for a Tuskegee alumni. Now we got him, and we're gonna support him.
Yes.
All right, any other good of the order? Next meeting will be a Zoom. So you don't have to go far, unless you want to. And I was looking at the calendar. Is Saturday still a good Zoom, or because of Zoom, we could do some other, like a night meeting? Or y'all
What
losing
time
up?
of night?
I'm talking about 7 o'clock, but everybody's got something each
Wait,
night.
Saturday, Saturday?
No, during the week.
Oh, during the week, yeah, during the
And it's Saturday,
week. Saturday,
so I wanna have a meeting before the picnic.
Right.
The picnic is the 13th. If we stick to Saturday, the preceding Saturday is the 6th. And that's 2 days from the 4th. So that's gonna be a 4-day weekend that starts on Thursday. The 4th is a Thursday, nobody's gonna be in town on Friday, they're gonna be out of town on Saturday. So we can't really meet on the 6th. And we can meet on the 29th of June, that's 4 weeks from today. That will be 2 weeks before the picnic. The picnic committee could give out last instructions, tell you, hey, don't forget, you gotta bring the 6-inch paper plates.
We won't be saying that.
Whatever the committee's doing, okay? Their last instructions, that'll be 2 weeks before, with the week before the 4th, so.
So that's June
29th,
29th?
any particular time, do you like 3 or you like 11? 10?
It's a Zoom.
It's a Zoom.
11, yeah.
June 29th, I know.
11 a.m.?
Yeah, 11 o'clock.
June 29th, 11 a.m. Y'all don't like 3?
No.
No.
Cut you down.
I'm trying to find a computer by then, or whatever.
I got people about to do a photo shoot at the house.
It's a Zoom. If you want breakfast, you fix your own.
I'm coming to your house.
To get on the
The
Zoom call.
Zoom.
You get on a Zoom call,
Right.
and eat English muffin with extra butter. A toasted English muffin with extra butter and espresso coffee. That'll be Saturday morning breakfast. That's what was breakfast this morning. But we're getting fish tomorrow. Okay, so 6:29. 6:29. You can come to my house. I'll give you an English
No, I
muffin.
should be back in the house by then.
Okay.
The tender be should be
6:29, 11 a.m.
Okay.
Any other, comments, criticisms? Okay, Mr. Happy. Why don't you lead us in the benediction? You can start it off and we'll read along with you. Do you have a copy with you?
Yes, he
Yes,
does.
God.
Thank you. You take a Kappa's wife to help you?
He did.
I take help wherever I can get.
Let us bow our heads. O eternal Father, bless our
Mother Tuskegee, that she may continue to be a lively center for sound learning, new discovery, and the pursuit of knowledge, leadership, and service. Please grant that those who lead, those who teach, and those who learn may find you to be the source of all truth through your grace. Amen. Can I get a motion to adjourn?
Amen.
So moved.
Second.
It's been properly moved and second.
What time is it?
1:36.
Yeah, you do it.
Natalie?